Hi, welcome all. In this session, we will be discussing about the list comprehension in Python. So what do we understand by the list comprehension? So list comprehension in Python is concise or clear or informative way to create our list. As we know that list is a data type in Python which stores elements or objects of different data, whether it could be an integer, whether it could be a floating point number, or whether it could have a string enclosed in that list, provided they are being enclosed in a square brackets. So here, list comprehension, it consists of brackets containing, what does it contain? An expression. So you know what is an expression. Expression is nothing but combination of the operands plus the operator. So this is the operator and these are the operands. Or the expression could be variable combined with any operator, which is executed for each element along with the for loop to loop over all the elements. So here, in this particular basic syntax, we are going to use our expression along with the for loop variable in iterable. So what do you know by the word iterable? Iterable could be a list, okay, or it could be a tuple, or it could be a dictionary, and much more. Okay, so it could be anything. So we are followed by an expression using for loop. So we are using the for loop as we have previously discussed. That for loop is used to loop through each element or repeatedly any action we want to do, we will use the for loop along with the variable. Variable is a container to store the data. It could be X in iterable. Iterable is the list. So elements from here will be placed into this variable followed by the expression. So here, in short, list comprehension is a very clear way or concise way of creating the list. So let's see how we can do that. So here is a very best example of creating a simple list comprehension. So we have taken a variable numbers and it stores the value list 1, 2, 3, 4 in it. And I'm taking another variable. Okay, so here in this variable, so this is the expression as we had discussed in the syntax. So expression, which is nothing but operands or the variable n into our operands, followed by double star, that is double multiplication, or you could say raised to. So n square, to calculate the square of any numbers, we multiply the number two times. For loop, n is a variable in numbers. So here the number is the iterable, which consists of all the elements of the list. And so in this way, by creating a single list, from the single list, I can create a more informative list by just squaring the each number from the list. So let's demonstrate this in our coding platform. So here is our Thorny screen. So here I will take my variable numbers is equal to, and I will pass the elements in the list. And then I will take another variable as squared underscore numbers equal to, we will follow the syntax what we have used here in this particular. So again in a square bracket, we will just say n. We are going to find the square of, or what we are going to do, each number, n is nothing but variable. From here, each number is, we are going to multiply by 2, or we are going to take square of each number for n in numbers. Okay, so n is a variable. For in loop we are using it so that we can loop through the each element, and numbers is iterable, that is what all elements are there in numbers are being obtained, the square. So here I will just use the squared. Oops, let's modify the spelling correct. Squared underscore numbers. So you could see from a single list, we are creating a precise list by calculating what? The square of each number. So let's print the list also here. So printing statement is used to get our output, to print our output. So I will rerun and you could see first it is printing our simple list and more clearer and precise list we can create by using our list comprehension that has an expression followed by the for loop to loop through each element. N is a variable and number is the list what we have created, and each element from the numbers iterable is being transferred or into n variable, and the square of each number is calculated. So this is how a simple list comprehension takes place. We will jump into the next example here with conditions. So what we will do, we will apply a condition saying that the same list, and we are just going to apply for n in n numbers if n mod 2. So we are going to apply the condition. So modulus is the operator which always gives a remainder. Whenever we divide any two numbers, we will get a remainder. So by using mod operator, each number is divided by 2. Which number will give the remainder equal to 0? It will print the even numbers. So from this list, we will print our even numbers from it. So here, let's demonstrate that in our platform. So here we will just take the same number list and we will take the variable as even numbers is equal to n for n in numbers. So here we will just put the condition here. If n mod 2, that is modulus operator to check which number will give us the remainder equal to 0, that will be printed. Only the even numbers will be extracted from the given list. So let's stop running out this particular previous code. And you could see we are creating a simple list here 1, 2, 3, 4, and from the list we are only able to extract only the even numbers. So using this list comprehension method, we can create more informative, more clearer list out from a simple list. The next one, we will discuss about the benefits. So what are the advantages of using this list comprehension? That is, we can create more informative and clearer from the simple created or the traditional list. Then it's faster compared to traditional for loops. So for loops are all traditional methods. List comprehensions are faster methods, more readable. So what happens? List comprehension are more readable than traditional ones. And what are the common uses where this particular list comprehensions are used? In transforming the data from one format to another format. So just now we saw we converted a simple list into a very different list which consists of only even numbers. So from there, from that list of all the numbers, it only extracted 2 and 4, which was only even numbers. So from one data to another data, it's being transformed. That is from one list to another list. And data filtering is nothing but we are able to filter, as you could see from this. So here, oops, sorry, let's do it once more. So here you could see from the given list of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I was able to extract only the even numbers out of it. So this is called as filtering process, wherein from a given set, I'm only extracting what is required. That is called as filtering the data out of it. So this is how list comprehension plays a vital role in giving us a very clear and informative list and help in filtering the data as well as transforming the data. Thank you. Meet you up in the next session.